Saying that we ran out low on oil. It would have starved the cam first, which it did. But it looks fine. The cam itself is over here. The cam bearings look good. The lifters look good. You see that? This is the best cam. Comes from Matt Happel over at Sloppy Mechanics. And we were making 320 with our dished piston 5.3. We threw a bridge on here to measure the pistons in and outness, and it looks like we're low on this guy right here. So what does that tell us? I don't know. We're gonna look for the messed up bearing. I'm gonna guess that that's gonna be right around where the messed up bearing's at. I've been pulling the pistons and the rods off, and we took this guy out, and we'll see. Hopefully you guys can see that. We got a Mindy boy. We got our main bearings here. You guys saw as I took it apart, I'd spin it and fill it, blah, 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 blah. And it didn't really have any thrust clearance. And I think what was happening is, like I said, we bent the crankshaft, and we bent that rod when I hydrolocked this thing. That was like 1,000 miles into it. We put another probably 10 or 11,000 miles after we did that. Everything looks great, you know, and I drove this thing every day like I stole it. So it's testament to the LS engine. I think what we're gonna do is so let's look at these cylinders. So there's the insides, and there's some boogers in there. I think that was always in there, like on this one especially. If you can see down in there, I'll point to it, like right here and here. You can see there's some stuff in the cylinder wall, but you can't fill it. It's always been there. That was always like that. So we gotta figure out what we want to do. I got our engine all apart. You guys saw all that. It's in pretty good shape. It was running well when it came in. It ate a bearing because I literally drove it like 10 miles with no oil pressure. And it had a bent rod from some cheap injectors I bought 10,000 miles ago. So it's been running on a bent crank, bent rod for 10,000 miles. Did drag wig like that. Got it home, ran out of oil, ate a bearing, rod bearing, like you'd expect. Not that bad. The block looks to be in amazing shape. Bearings are all in great shape. So I'm gonna go grab, I have a cast iron block with I think a 4th gen rotating assembly, and we're just gonna throw it in there, and if it spins, then we're good, you know. A couple new pistons and a couple new rods. They've all been checked on this rotating assembly. There's no reason it shouldn't just flop right into there. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna take this guy out and stick it into there. I ain't gonna lie, I'm shocked at how well that worked. I'll bring you guys in. You guys will be shocked too. It makes me want to just go grab the heads. Look at that. I mean, that's not bad. You know, there's some boogers in there, but that's much better than I could have got it with my razor blade. I took this aluminum bar that I had over to the belt sander, and I've surfaced it so it was nice and flat. And then after carefully scraping these surfaces with the razor blade to get all the goo off of them, I ran those guys across both the deck and the deck of the head. So I always wondered, I always seen like the videos of people doing that. I'm like, Yeah, it's got to work. Why wouldn't it work? Yeah, it works. So did that side and that side. So just like that, within one morning, we have round-ish holes with cross. There's definitely crosshatch. Whether or not they're round, I'm not going to bet any money on that. And I'm not going to really bet any money on how flat these are, but they're flatter than what they were. All right, I think it was a wild success. We're calling today Machine Shop Monday because that's what we did. Look at that surface, man. Guys, so that's pretty good. And if you look in here, you look in our cylinders, we have crosshatch. Not bad. Machine Shop Monday. It cost us absolutely $0. You see those guys? Look at those guys, huh? The best. They won't know you have the best cam. They'll just think. They'll think maybe this guy's got some sort of mediocre cam. You're like, mother. Dude does not know. Has no clue that I have the best cam. Right. Right, here we go. You gotta do that. That way you know it's good. All right, I'm just going through this tape and editing it. It has, much time has passed, right, since we've done that video. It's been probably a couple months. I did the Rocky Mountain Race Week in the elapsed time there, and I was looking through my old, I'm just trying to catch up since we've been getting back and whatever, and I'm putting the video together. And last you guys saw the 6-liter, which is now out of the car, was in the car. And our 5.3, which we were, that's what it was. We were rebuilding it right here. And it's now magically back in the Volvo. What I realized on Drag Week, which will become apparent to you in the future, is that the 5.3 was a pretty good match for the Volvo. I think that's optimized. So we did Drag Week, Rocky. It was a hot rod Drag Week in 2003 on this combo here, and it's got the 3,000 stall Summit converter, the Orange Boy, I think it is. It's got a 4L60E and a 5.3 with a cam. It's on flex fuel, and it's gonna be good for like low 13s, maybe high 12s if you're lucky. But it won't break. It's got air conditioning, and you can do it every day, all day. We got around 400, and it became challenging. so yeah, that motor you saw me just slam together with all kinds of craziness is back in the car, and it's ready for its first fire up. But I'm waiting for a drive shaft, spoiler alert, so I can stick it in there to fire this guy up. Everything else is ready to go. So as soon as I get the drive shaft, it should be able to fire up without the drive shaft, I guess. But I just have this like sneaking suspicion if the drive shaft's not in there, then it's going to shoot out trans fluid at like epic proportions. So I'm gonna wait a couple days and get that. That'll be fun. That'll be a cliffhanger. Will this pile of crap engine that Mike threw together in the garage like an idiot actually work? So here's why I did that, just to give you a quick, because it might look idiotic, and I totally get that. I had all that stuff laying around, so it didn't really cost me anything. I bought the engine originally for $500. That was 8 years ago. It's been in the Phoenix. It blew up in there. It was in the Volvo. I blew it up in there a few times. So I just been basically trying to murder it for almost a decade now. So it doesn't hurt my feelings. If it doesn't work, but it will. So it's in there. It's ready to start. Will it work? I don't know, but probably so. We'll find out. As soon as our drive shaft comes in, I'm gonna slam it in there and get going because the AC on the wagon works great. The AC on the Phoenix is leaking again. I can't find this leak for the love of God. So maybe we'll have air conditioning. That's all I'm asking for. I don't even need a fast car anymore. I just need air conditioning. I might as well just buy a Toyota, right?